Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be breaking down the Astro City one-shot story called The Nearness of You. This is also going to be included in my Volume 2 video, but I also wanted to publish it here separately just to make sure you all got a chance to see this storyline. Now, I really love this one-shot. It is a fan favorite. It was on Comic Book Resources' best one-shots list. They put it at number 2 of all comics ever written. They said it was the number 2 best one-shot ever. So very critically acclaimed issue, and I think it is really beautiful and touching, and I think you're all going to like it. Now, a little tease on what the storyline is going to be about. You know how in DC and Marvel, they sometimes have these storylines where the timeline is at risk, and there's a big epic battle, and the timeline gets rewritten, and it completely shakes up the universe. So some examples of that are Flashpoint or Crisis on Infinite Earths. Well, in this Astro City one-shot here, we see the effect of the timeline being rewritten and how that would affect a normal civilian and change his life. So with that tease there now, let's dive into it. Astro City, The Nearness of You.
Astro City half issue, The Nearness of You. This issue was nominated for an Eisner Award for Best Short Story in 1997, and a Comic Book Resources 2018 article on the Best Comic Book One-Shots ranked this number 2 on their all-time list. A man named Michael Tenicek is haunted by dreams and memories of a woman he loved and knows everything about, but never met and cannot identify, other than her name was Miranda. Almost every night when he falls asleep, she's there. And then all of a sudden, she's gone and Michael wakes up. When Michael is awake, he just can't get the idea of this woman out of his head. He's never met her, and he knows that he's never met her. But yet, how does he know that she bites her fingernails? How does he know that she likes roasted garlic on her pizza? How does he know the little sounds she makes in her sleep? Why can't he get her out of his mind? It's starting to make him space out during the day, and he's starting to slack at his job. Now, it used to be kind of nice when he had the dream of her only once every couple of months or so. A mystery girl, his dream girl, he called her to himself. But that was before. It was once a week, and then twice. And it's not even like Miranda was his type or what he always thought was his type. She's not the kind of woman who turns his head on the street. Not what he'd pick if you'd asked him. But still, Michael, he would go to sleep, and he's been seeing that smile of hers in his dreams. It's like he knows just how she likes to have her neck rubbed. He knows so much about her, and it's terrifying. He's never met her. Is he cracking up? Is he going insane? He knows he's never met her. He knows this. Michael, he phones his mom and asks, "Hey, Mom, do you remember a girl named Miranda or something? Maybe a couple of years younger than me, short, dark hair, really light freckles across the bridge of her nose? Does that ring a bell to you at all?" Michael's mom did not remember her. Michael, he phoned other acquaintances and old friends of his, but no one knew Miranda. Michael started taking pills to help. It knocked him out for a little while, but then she started to show up anyway. Michael then thought maybe if he took more of them, he slowly started to maybe contemplate suicide? Until one night in his apartment, the Hanged Man showed up to Michael. Michael, surprised, said, "The Hanged Man? But you never leave Shadow Hill." The Hanged Man responded, "I go where I am needed, Michael Tenicek, and tonight, one of the places I am needed is here. Your dreams trouble you, and in turn they trouble reality. You fear you are going mad. You are not." The Hanged Man then touches Michael in his forehead and says, "Here, I shall show you." The Hanged Man then shows Michael a memory, way back to 1943 at the First National Bank. The All-American and Slugger were fighting a villain known as the Timekeeper. They arrested him, and eventually the Timekeeper managed to break out from jail. The Timekeeper, frustrated, came up with a plan. He had mastered time. Well, what if he devised a way to go back in time and prevent the heroes from being born? And then that way, there would be no one to stop him. So the Timekeeper shattered the time barrier and broke through the chronal realm, and he powered it. And he was going to be able to alter the universe, alter the timeline. Another hero known as Eternion, the Lord of Time, showed up to battle the Timekeeper and set the universe back right once again. As they battled, the world was thrown into chaos. Various heroes were being unmade. We see the Samaritan, for example, disappearing. Eternion and the Timekeeper had an epic battle, but in the end, Eternion was successful, and the universe and the time stream was put back together. Only the universe could never be put back together perfectly. It of course would be a little different. Think of the storylines Crisis on Infinite Earths and Flashpoint, and how those remade the DC universe. Well, that is what happened here. Michael asked the Hanged Man, "When did all this happen?" The Hanged Man answered, "Yesterday, 5 decades ago. Does it matter?" Michael replies, "I understand, I think. Miranda, she died, didn't she? I knew her." The Hanged Man responded, "She was your wife, and she never existed. The chronal reconstruction was not exact. Air Ace first battled the Barnstormers on a Sunday, not a Monday, and as a result, Miranda's grandparents never met. For the most part, the new reality is a whole, but close bonds such as yours, they create a weakness in the fabric of time, one that could let through dangerous things, but the weakness is healed by your understanding. I cannot return her to you. That is beyond even my power. But if the pain is too much, I can allow you to forget." Michael, he thinks, forget her? No. I don't want to forget. The Hanged Man responds, "As you wish. You will not remember this visit, but your sense of understanding will remain. And now I have others to visit tonight, so..." The Hanged Man begins to depart, but Michael yells out, Wait! Others? What others? What do most people choose? Do they forget? Or... The Hanged Man, he turns. Michael, for a moment, he thinks he sees the twitch of a smile under that burlap hood. The Hanged Man responds, "No one forgets. No one. Good night, Michael. Sleep well." And with that, the Hanged Man is gone. And the memory of him fades like smoke on the summer breeze in Michael's mind. And that night, Michael sleeps without drugs or fear, and the dreams come. The dreams of Miranda. He knew her, he knows that. In another time, another world, he knew her and he loved her, and that makes all the difference.
All right, so that was The Nearness of You. And I think it is really a testament to Kurt Busiek as a writer and how impactful a story he is able to tell in just 15 pages. This isn't even a full-length issue, just 15 pages. And I thought it was a really smart concept of all these storylines where the timeline gets rewritten and how that affects a normal civilian. This guy, his wife, was just written out of existence. She no longer is around. But their bond was so strong that this guy, he dreams of her every night. But he doesn't know who she is because she never existed, supposedly. And it's just messing him up. And it's affecting him so greatly. And eventually, this mysterious Hanged Man character shows up. And I really think the Hanged Man is very intriguing. I want to learn more about him and his abilities. But yeah, the Hanged Man shows up and explains to this guy all about the epic battle and the timeline being rewritten and how this guy's wife was written out of existence. And then the Hanged Man gives this guy a choice. He can forget his wife and she ever existed, and perhaps he can find peace with that, or he can remember her and know who she was, but still be sort of plagued by her in his dreams. And this guy, he chooses to not forget her. And, even though he can't be with this woman anymore, he doesn't want to forget her. And he learns that other people have had this choice as well, and they never choose to forget their loved one. And it's just a really touching kind of ending to this short story here of this guy and about love and all that. And yeah, I thought it was just really great stuff. So yeah, I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10. Just really solid, beautiful stuff. And I really liked it, and I hope you did too. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to check out my other Astro City coverage. I'm going to be covering it for the next little while, so be sure to check out my videos on the rest of this book.